to this week's Varsity Weekly episode. I'm your host, Mary Grace Armistead. In this episode, we have a little bit of everything from covering multiple Arizona events to inside interviews and your coverage of Arizona high school soccer games this week. Now, let's hear from Brandon, who is with a member of Park Gilbert softball team coaching staff.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Varsity Sports Show. As I have a special guest on the call today, as I'm welcoming the softball head coach in Brandon Telesco, as he's in his first season of softball this year. How are you, Brandon?
I'm doing good. Excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
And how does it feel to be coaching the softball team this year?
It feels good. I'm honored to be chosen by the administration at Park to lead this program. It's relatively new, so we're kind of building it our own and finding a way to build a successful college softball program here at Park, local here in Gilbert, Arizona. If you look at Arizona, there's quite a few options, and we want to be the one that everybody chooses to come and play for.
And tell me, what got you to come to Park Gilbert, coming from South Mountain?
Yeah, I just think it's we talk about a journey for me in a coaching journey, and this was the next step. I was the associate head coach at South Mountain and with Brittany Mata, and we got to do a lot of great things, but I think it was time for me to take the next step to essentially lead my own program, to build my own program. It's only in year 4, and we're kind of building it from scratch essentially, and so the opportunity to make it our own and to be right here in Gilbert, and just an amazing growing community. I think there was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up.
And let's go through your season so far. You started off like 0-3, losing both of them to Taylor University and 1 to Arizona Christian. What got you to adjust and win 3 out of the last 4 games?
Yeah, I think, when we talk about building a program, right? The last couple of years here at Park, the program was, didn't have the best seasons. They found a way to lose a lot more games than they won. And so when you're trying to build something, it's it takes time, right? Players have to learn how to win instead of finding ways to lose. And so I think that was something for us. We're kind of adjusting, right? A lot of players that have been used to losing games, and so we're kind of trying to change the culture, change the way of things, and it takes time. And so with that, instead of finding a way to lose like we did opening night, we lose on a drop fly ball. We clean those things up. We clean it up defensively. We make some adjustments offensively, and we start to get it rolling. And so I think that's what has happened. And, with time, I think we're going to continue to find ways to win.
You didn't just win 3 games. They were all on the road too.
Yeah. We're in a unique situation here at Park. We don't essentially have a home field. We play our home games at Legacy Sports Complex in Mesa, but it's not your traditional on-campus field. And so for us, we feel like we're on the road all the time, right? Our kids have to drive our car. Everybody drives their car to the parking lot. We roll out. We get a couple hours at the field, and then whether we go to campus or they're going home, whatever it is. So we've kind of created that environment where we're on the road all the time. So we're comfortable there. We spent a lot of time this season. It's going to set us up for hopefully the postseason and more to come in terms of us being on the road and being comfortable and winning games there.
And walk me to the recruiting process, and how's the recruiting looking so far?
Yeah, no, recruiting's great. Ever since we took over Park, it's been a ton of interest. What we do at Park is we attract a lot of junior college athletes. Obviously I'd been there for 3 years at the junior college level, so I'm tied in there deeply. But for us, it's when you look at Arizona, right? Every kid that's in Arizona, their dream is to go play at ASU, right, or U of A or GCU, and so we're essentially in that way we're an afterthought. So our number one goal is the junior college student athlete. I think you have so much talent in the state of Arizona at the junior college level, and it gets under recruited. So when I took the job here, my goal was to essentially build a junior college all-star team, and that's kind of what I've done right away. As you see, all the players that I brought in my first class, we're all all conference, all Americans at the junior college level, and so that's what we'll continue to do. And we'll sprinkle in some high school players. We have a high school player that's committed to us for next year that we're really excited about. But yeah, we attack the junior college level heavily.
And is there any players that came from the community college that you coached at that came to Park Gilbert University?
Yeah, there's quite a few that came with me. Quite a few. So We have Mariah Martinez, who was just named the CalPAC Player of the Week. She was with me. She's a sophomore. She pitches for us. She's our number 2 right now, but she also hits. She doubles, and so as a designated player and then as a pitcher, and she's done really well. She had 18 home runs at South Mountain last year, and she's kind of continued to do that for us. She just hit her first one last week, but I expect many more to come. Once she hits one, they kind of come in bunches. And then we look at our middle infield. Both our shortstop and our second baseman were with us at South Mountain. Carolina Olivas and Taylor Mount. We have another pitcher in Cookie Smith, Christian. She goes by Cookie, who won a ton of games at the junior college level at South Mountain. We have Monica Chone, who's another sophomore. She was actually originally committed to Park and then came to South Mountain, and then now has come back to Park. So there's quite a few players that came with me, which is exciting for me, and knowing that they want to continue to play for me and my staff, it means the world.
Perfect. And thank you for being on the call today.
Absolutely.
As good luck to the rest of your season, and I hope to talk with you again.
Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it, and go Bucks.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Thank you, Brandon. Now let's hear from Alexis with an inside interview.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another week of Varsity Weekly. Today, we are joined by Erin Patterson, and she usually does a lot of the technical things that go on with the ASU softball stream. And so we're just going to get a little bit of insight from her about just the sport of softball and how it is having that responsibility to broadcast these different games for ASU. How are you doing today, Erin?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So my first question for you, when you decided to stream for softball, there's so many other sports, there's so many events that you all get to choose from. So what made you pick softball as what you wanted to stream?
So I grew up playing softball. It was probably the sport that I played the longest in my entire life. It's my favorite sport if I had to really sit down and pick one. And I knew that definitely a lot of people were going to lean more towards baseball when it came to spring sports. And they were really going to need as much people as possible as they could signing up for softball games because they go on as the same time as baseball. And yeah, that's how I kind of came to the conclusion that I wanted to work softball.
Okay, so when you've been streaming these different softball games, what's been like your favorite part of it?
My favorite part is honestly just getting to be in venue. I did a lot of work with softball in my undergrad where I was in a different location, so I didn't really get to see the game up close and personal. So being in the press box and actually seeing the game play out, that's definitely been my favorite part of it. From the stream side of things, like the actual technical stuff, probably my favorite part is getting to actually show the people watching the stream at home the sport. It's kind of hard because we're usually single cam games, so there's not really much that you can do. Like there's not other camera angles that you can cut to, so you kind of have to get creative with that aspect of it and not just sitting in one position, no zoom, not following the ball and just showing the field. Just being able to follow the ball, get to a good play on the camera. I think that's really been something that's excited me about it.
So when you kind of course, attending Alabama and just all the athletics and the fun and even, getting to work on the other side of it, what would you say is like the main difference between Arizona State softball and Alabama softball?
I'm starting to see, I've always been very excited about seeing West softball in person. There's something different about softball on the West Coast. They have softball weather year round. Alabama, yeah, it's the South, but it gets cold there. They can't practice outside all the time. They are in indoor facilities during the winter months. But with ASU and just West Coast softball in general, they're out on the field. it doesn't, there's not really a time where it gets too cold to the point where they can't be outside. They just throw on Under Armour. So I think that just already sets them apart from other teams in the South, the Northeast, especially the Northeast. So it's really cool just to see the level of softball that it is, and not to say that Alabama isn't at that level or other teams aren't at that level. It's just it's a different feeling when you get out there, and you can tell that the girls really care about it, the fans really care about it. Like this is what they're looking forward to all year.
So why do you think it's important for girls playing softball, well, women playing softball, that they get equal opportunity as men that are playing baseball? Just equal opportunity to be broadcasting, equal opportunity to be covered by sports writers, fan attendance, the whole thing.
That's actually something that I talked about with one of the producers in Pac-12 Stream Team. Is this past weekend, or not this weekend, but the one before that, there was a big softball tournament. There were millions of games going on that weekend. And, Friday and Saturday, there was a man doing play-by-play. We had a woman doing analyst, and then you on sideline. And so we had women in the stream. We had women as talent. And that was really great because especially for, our analyst who grew up playing softball, she knew the sport very well. She knew how to, it was great. Sunday comes around and it's an all men's broadcast from sideline to play-by-play, which obviously I get it. It's whoever can work that day. But there were certain plays that were going on where these guys clearly knew baseball. However, baseball and softball, yes, they are very similar sports, but there are a lot of differences. And you could tell when the stream kind of took a downturn, and it was like they didn't really know what to say. And so that was something that really bothered me from a production standpoint, is that you got to get people in there that know the sport, and who better to know the sport than a girl who played it. And so I think that's definitely something that Stream Team needs to kind of bring up a little more, and definitely have the equality of the streams.
Okay, well, yeah, thank you so much, Erin, for providing your insight on softball. Hopefully someone viewing this will, be appreciative and want to go out and, at least even if they don't watch the game, just have a better appreciation for the game. So that's it for Varsity Weekly with Erin.
Thank you, Alexis. Now let's hear from Sebastian, who is with Horizon Huskies 5A state champs, player of the game.
Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian Dawson. I'm here with the Varsity Player of the Week. I am here with Luca Nieri Long. What's the feeling? You're a state champion. What are you feeling right now?
We've been thinking about this moment since freshman year, since we started playing. It feels so good. We worked so hard all year. We knew Ireland was going to be good, but we showed up to play. 4-1 in the final is what it is.
They scored that first goal. It's a fantastic free kick into the center. He was able to beat your goalkeeper. And you come out to show him, hey, I'm going to score from the corner. And then we score over here. How was that? Like, what went through your mind when you saw the ball?
I knew we had to turn up. When you put it in the right spot, something good's bound to happen. I've been working on corners, so it worked out.
What's next now for you?
I don't know. Thinking about college, maybe a couple offers. Maybe I'm just not going to play. But if I don't, it's a good way to end it out.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show, where our mission is to empower education and enable dreams, creating an unmatched platform to showcase talent both in front of and behind the microphone in radio, television, podcast, and live streaming. The Varsity Sports Show, still your home for youth, high school, college, and you in Arizona and beyond.
Thank you, Sebastian. Now let's hand it over to Jacob, who covered Arizona intramurals this past week.
Arizona State University is home to one of the most diverse and comprehensive intramural sports programs in the nation, with an approximate 17% of all undergrad students on campus enrolled in an intramural sport. Despite the overwhelming popularity of intramural sports at ASU, many students still find themselves wondering what the true benefits would be of joining an intramural sport. To take us through that is the Assistant Director of Intramural Sports at the Downtown SDFC, Darius Slick. Thank you again, for taking the time to speak with me today. I'm really looking forward to just kind of discussing the intramural program at the SDFC and kind of the impact that it has on campus. And to get things started, I wanted to ask you, describe kind of the atmosphere of intramural play. I've heard in the past, especially from a lot of the players, that the nature is very competitive. How can you speak on, the serious nature of these games and kind of how the players treat intramural play?
Oh man, it's very serious. Very competitive, like you said, like you've heard. The players, the referees, everyone, the fans, the atmosphere of it is very intense. Almost as if you're in a real live professional sports environment. It's just very, what's the word I'm looking for? Lively is what I would say, and the people and the participant and everyone that's just a stakeholder in the intramural industry is very they enjoy it and they're very into it.
That was great to hear, and kind of expanding upon that. In addition to immersing yourself in a competitive environment, what is some other benefits that the students can get for joining intramurals? Kind of speak on some of the positive effects that it can have on other areas of student life, education-wise, because that's one thing I've heard from a lot of students is that it really helps them, improve in other areas as well. Can you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. There's very many benefits to intramural sports, from your physical activity, getting active, and just creating a healthy lifestyle of physical activity, to your social benefits of immersing yourself and interacting with your community, your peers, and just learning how to be a part of a team and learning how to cooperate and just learning other aspects of being in a teamwork and a team environment and in a very competitive environment where sometimes things don't go your way or sometimes, just from that, and just the mental aspect of being in an intramural environment too. It's just learning how to have fun and doing what you like to do and just being successful at it.
Absolutely. And would you say that it has, being kind of surrounding yourself with this, in this intramural environment, would you say that it has a positive effect on you, just kind of being able to work with the teams and being in the environment?
Absolutely. I'm a people person. I'm a lover of the people. I'm a lover of my community. So just being in intramural sports allows me to interact with my community and allows me to find those relationships and just be a part of an active member of my community. And it provides me with many very social benefits.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you once again for taking the time to speak with me, and looking forward to hopefully speaking with you again in the future.
Awesome, Jacob. I appreciate your time. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
In addition to Arizona State, other colleges throughout Maricopa County are growing their intramural sports programs due to the benefits that the programs were showing throughout student communities. Just as effective as intramural, pickup basketball is also continuing to be a major trend in college communities and has become a way for like-minded individuals to come together without being affiliated with a program. Pickup basketball is a fantastic option for students who want to maintain a majority of their focus on their schooling, but also engage in a program that has social and physical aspects. But at the end of the day, whether pickup or intramural, basketball has a large influence on college culture. Either way, my name is Jacob Seaver, and thank you so much once again for tuning in to my segment. You guys can check out more content from Varsity Weekly on their YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and search for The Varsity Sports Show.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road, just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back, everyone. We now have Eric with the player of the game from Sunny Slope Men's High School Basketball this week.
All right, guys, Eric Castellan here with John Mattingly, Sunny Slope. You guys are headed to the final. How would you describe your guys' play today?
It was amazing. I mean, we just clicked on all cylinders, and we had a great game plan coming into this game, and we executed.
Awesome. How does it? I think the team chemistry, I was watching up there, the team chemistry is just outstanding for this team. You guys it's almost like a brotherhood. Exactly. You guys pass it around. You guys make it look so easy, and just the way you guys, don't panic. You guys really. Can you describe that for me?
It's just off the court, we're all just having fun, and there's like no hate anywhere. Everyone's friends, everyone loves each other, and it's just the connection that we had all year, and Ray Portella putting it all together.
Awesome. Thank you, John.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, my name is Dominic Hernandez and I am currently working at the Varsity Sports Show. I am a senior at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications at Arizona State University. I will be working various jobs from working the camera to doing play-by-play of games. I can't wait to see what unique stories there will be in this upcoming high school sports season and be able to cover all the different sports that every high school has to offer.
Thank you, Eric. Let's go to Maya Denise Gaskin, who was with a member of Perry High School boys soccer team after their win this week.
This is Maya Denise Gaskin with the Varsity Sports Show. I'm here with Coach Berg of the Perry Pumas, who just took an amazing victory. Coach, what did you like about tonight's performance?
Oh, we were executing up and down the field. I think from the get-go we were executing. It was great. So flying around.
And going into that final game against San Marcos, what would you like to see with your team? How would you like to see them perform?
Well, when we go in San Luis, I think I just think we just need to continue this momentum. I think it's great momentum. We're playing pretty well right now. We just need to continue that on. Yeah.
Well, great job tonight, and thank you so much, Coach.
Hi, my name is Jacob Seaver with the Varsity Sports Show, and I am currently a sophomore at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School for Journalism and Mass Communication. I am excited to be on the mic this year and looking forward to bringing you some of the best high school and JUCO content that the world has to offer. Definitely looking forward to seeing you and for you to hear me on the Varsity Sports Show.
Thank you, Maya. I had the chance to talk to Coach Kelly Pierce from South Point Catholic after winning girls 4A championship. Let's get to it.
Hi, we're on the Varsity Sports Show. This is Mary Grace Armistead. We're here with Coach Kelly. Coach Kelly, girls 4A soccer champs. How do you feel?
Amazing. It was incredible. I don't have a voice, I don't think. Lots of screaming in that, especially with that win, but I feel amazing. I'm very proud of them.
How do you feel your girls stepped up for the challenge today?
I really think they did. You know, they continued to battle and be gritty and get in there, and we always say it's, how you finish, not how you start the season, and they peaked at the right point.
What do you look for next season?
Let me go to sleep for a minute. No, I mean, we have a really bright future. We have 9 freshmen on the team, and just excited about this game for them in this moment.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, guys, so we're here with GCU Coach Mahoney. Coach Mahoney, obviously, we talked about it earlier. Senior night, big game, emotions flying high everywhere and everything. How do you like how your team, kept their composure? Obviously, they celebrate your seniors, your captains, but then also, stuck their head into the game to get this win.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the girls. Absolute tenacity from, the first minute to the last. We were able to get everybody a lot of good playing time, so really proud of them and excited to see where the rest of the season takes us.
Yeah, obviously, last game here at GCU. You're going on a California road trip right now. What do you hope to bring from this game to those next 2 games coming up for you in California?
We just really want to continue to build our continuity on attack and defense and just really prepare just different structure stuff going into playoffs.
Coach, thank you so much. Congratulations on the win. Guys, back to you. Hi, guys. I'm here with Amaya de la Cruz, Chloe Guerrero, and then Angel Lucero. Guys, obviously, you guys played a really tough game, 65-7. What does this mean for you guys in general?
I'm really proud of our team, first of all, and I feel like this win for us especially, I feel like this is the game where we really implemented everything that we've learned throughout the season so far. So even though it was such a big difference in score-wise, I'm really proud of our improvement that we made.
Kind of going off what she said, I think we did a great job working on our structure. That was like the main goal of our game, so I'm proud of us for that, and thankful for the other team that they got to come out and play us today.
Yeah, our structure, I feel like this is the best we've ever had our structure. It felt unified, we did it as a team, and yeah, we all just had each other's backs, and I'm so grateful for this school coming out and playing their hardest. Sorry.
Angel, Chloe, you guys both had each 3 tries in this game. I talked about it with Coach Mahoney. It was senior night. for you guys, obviously, Amaya is one of your guys' seniors. What did that performance and, coming out playing as strong as you guys did mean for you? And, how do you feel like that, helps send off your seniors tonight at their last game here at home?
Personally, that was an amazing game. As I said, we worked together so well. I'm so glad for our seniors. They have been to this program for a while. They mean a lot to us, and they're going to be dearly missed.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first year, so Amaya and Cyan have been really big mentors for me, so it's been great to, come out here and be able to show them that, I'm here for this team. I want to give 100% every game because, they do the same thing, so I just want to follow in their footsteps.
And then Amaya, for you, obviously talked about senior, captain. You got the win on your home court, on your home field last time. What does that feel for you, and what does it mean for, you to see how your team played for you and your other senior?
Yeah, I mean, comparing my freshman year to now, my freshman year we barely had a roster. We were struggling. It was in the midst of COVID. We barely had any games, but I'm just so proud of where the program has come, and yeah, I'll miss it so much.
Amaya, Chloe, Angel, thank you guys so much. Congratulations on the win. Guys, back to you.
Unfortunately, this is the end of Varsity Weekly for this week, but follow us on Twitter at Varsity Show and tune in for next week's Varsity Weekly. This is your host, Mary Grace Armstead.